Hello everyone, welcome back to Stoic Wisdom today. Let's be honest, we all want respect, not admiration, not applause, just that quiet sense of being seen and valued. But here's the paradox. The more you chase respect, the more it slips away. In today's world, loudness often gets attention, but attention isn't the same as respect. Respect is quieter, slower, earned, not demanded. And the Stoic, they don't raise their voice, they don't posture, they don't force anything. They simply live in a way that makes respect the natural response. This episode is about learning how to earn deep, lasting respect without ever asking for it. Because true influence doesn't come from control, it comes from character. Let's begin. Section 1. Why forced respect backfires. The desire to be respected is natural, but the need to force respect? That comes from something deeper, and often something weaker. When you demand respect, it usually comes from insecurity, ego, the need to control how others see you. And ironically, the more you insist on being respected, the more people resist. Why? Because forced respect doesn't feel like strength. It feels like fear dressed up in power. When someone says, "You better respect me," what we often hear is, "I don't believe I've earned it, so I'm going to demand it." And people pull back. It's human nature. We're wired to resist pressure, especially when it comes to how we feel. Just like you can't force love, you can't force respect. Marcus Aurelius never said, "Make them fear you." He said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." True respect, like trust, is built through consistency, not coercion. When you let go of forcing respect, you create space to become someone worthy of it. And that shift, that's where the Stoic path begins. Section 2. The Stoic formula for respect. So how do Stoics earn respect without ever asking for it? They don't chase praise. They don't perform for applause. They focus on who they are when no one's watching. And that inner alignment, that's what people recognize. Here's the Stoic formula for quiet authority. 1. Consistent. Not perfect, just dependable. You don't need to impress everyone. You just need to show up, again and again, with integrity. You keep your word. You follow through. And over time, people notice that. Consistency builds trust. And trust builds respect. 2. Centered. You don't react to every provocation. You don't let compliments inflate you or criticism collapse you. There's a calm in your presence. People feel safer around you because you're safe within yourself. 3. Composed. Even when challenged, you don't lash out. You speak when needed, but never to dominate. There's strength in stillness. And Stoics know stillness is louder than shouting. 4. Humble. You don't need to prove you're better. You're aware of your flaws and working on them. Humility isn't thinking less of yourself. It's thinking of yourself less often. 5. Aligned. Your actions match your words. You live what you believe. You don't preach values. You practice them. That's the formula. Not a strategy to manipulate others, but a way of living that makes respect inevitable. Because people may doubt your words, but they rarely doubt your example. Section 3. Habits that command respect quietly. Respect isn't earned in big speeches. It's built in the small, consistent habits no one claps for. The Stoic doesn't try to impress. They live in a way that speaks for itself. Here are 5 daily habits that quietly command respect without ever raising your voice. 1. Let your presence speak. You don't need to enter a room with noise. You enter with intention, with awareness. You don't fidget. You don't seek attention. You simply exist with clarity. Have you ever noticed how some people walk into a space and instantly change the energy? Not because they're loud, but because they're centered. That's presence. And it doesn't require words. In meetings, in relationships, in conversations, don't rush to speak. Don't perform. Let your energy speak first. As Epictetus said, only the educated are free. Presence is the mark of a free mind, not a frantic one. 2. Hold boundaries without drama. You don't earn respect by being passive. You earn it by knowing your limits and communicating them clearly. That doesn't mean slamming doors or cutting people off. It means saying, this is what I accept, this is what I don't. Without rage, without explanation, without guilt. Imagine someone pushing you to stay late at work. A Stoic would calmly say, I've given my best today, I'll pick it up tomorrow. No apology, no performance, just clarity. Boundaries aren't walls, they're doors, with rules about how to knock. 3. Own your mistakes. Calm. Nothing commands respect faster than honesty, especially when it's hard. Instead of defending a lie, the Stoic admits the truth. They don't say, well, if you hadn't. They say, that's on me. I got that wrong. Why? Because when you're strong enough to own it, you're strong enough to change it. People respect that, not perfection, but self-awareness. In a world obsessed with image control, honesty is power. 4. Understate your wins. Confidence whispers, ego shouts. The Stoic celebrates in silence, not because they're cold, but because they don't need applause to feel validated. They know that true success doesn't need to be broadcast, it simply shows in how you live. When you succeed, let others speak about it if they must. You just keep building. Because the moment you start bragging, you trade quiet power for loud insecurity. 5. Show respect, even when you disagree. This is the Stoic's secret weapon. They don't just demand respect, they give it, even when it's hardest. Imagine someone insults you in public. A non-Stoic may snap back or shut down. But the Stoic, they respond with grace. I hear your point, let's keep this respectful. They don't react to the tone, they respond to the truth, or walk away if there's none. Because when you stay respectful under pressure, you show people that you're bigger than the moment. And in that moment, you earn the very thing others are trying to steal from you, respect. Section 4, Stoic phrases that earn respect. Sometimes, it's not about saying more. It's about saying just enough, with calm, clarity, and conviction. Here are Stoic-inspired phrases that quietly earn respect in the heat of the moment. Here's where I could have done better. Admits fault without drama. Strength doesn't hide weakness, it owns it. I don't need to be right, I want to be clear. Prioritizes clarity over ego. It shows you care more about understanding than winning. Let's pause, not escalate. Interrupts the spiral of conflict. Respect grows when you manage tension with grace. My no doesn't require apology. Asserts a boundary without guilt. Stoics honor limits and expect others to do the same. Let's agree with dignity or part with it. Leaves room for disagreement without disrespect. It shows you value peace more than control. These phrases aren't clever tricks, they're verbal mirrors of the inner discipline Stoics live by. Because when your words reflect calm strength, people feel it, long after the moment ends. Section 5, Stoic energy that commands quiet authority. Though, the Stoic doesn't demand the spotlight. They simply become the one people watch, without ever asking to be seen. Why? Because their energy is different. They carry an invisible weight, not heaviness, but groundedness. They walk into a room, and you feel it. This person doesn't need to prove anything. Their energy says, calm, control. They don't micromanage, they trust what matters. Composure, compliance. They don't follow noise, they follow principle. Integrity, Image. They don't try to look good, they try to be good. Presence, performance. They're fully here, not distracted, not performative, just present. In a loud world obsessed with optics, Stoics choose substance, and in doing so they become quietly magnetic. They don't raise their voice, they raise their standard. And when people feel that, they respect it. Conclusion. Be the person you'd respect. You don't need to raise your voice to be heard. You don't need to dominate the room to make an impact. You don't need to post your worth on display to prove you have it. Respect doesn't come from shouting louder. It comes from standing quieter, with strength. The Stoic understands. The most powerful form of respect is the one that grows silently, not from intimidation, not from fear, but from how you live. So instead of trying to look respectable, be someone worth respecting. Instead of asking for trust, be trustworthy. Instead of demanding space, create presence. Because the people we respect most, they don't try to impress us. They remind us of what we could be if we lived more intentionally, more humbly, more steadily. So ask yourself, would I respect me if I wasn't me? If the answer isn't clear, that's where the work begins. Quiet, consistent, unshakable. That's the Stoic way. Thank you for watching Stoic Wisdom today. If this message resonated, comment below. I earn respect by how I live. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone you quietly admire. Until next time, stay grounded, stay wise, and stay stoic.